friends, it's a Tuesday night and I'm here at the store. Everything has wrapped up for the day. I'm feeling much better. Thank you all so much for all of your kind wishes. I got that, whatever the newest version is of the COVID virus, that's what I had. And it had me down for 12 days. So I'm so happy to be back in store. And I've ordered so many things. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Jane. Hi, Jackie. Jackie, we did get that black kind of cover up that you told us about. We should have it in store by next week. Who else? Hi, Nancy. Hi, Jane. Oh, hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. This is my informal Tuesday Live, where after all the work is done, I just gather together some things that are in the store that I've kind of had my eye on and really haven't had a chance to look at and try them on for both you and for me. So today, what I wanted to show us is this new collection, I guess is what we would call it, that we have in. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Actually, you know what? I feel like I know all of you. And what's really interesting is there was this Instagram reel that came across my screen today, and it was done by the Whitney Museum, and it was about a quilt that had been made many years ago that's on display around, at least around the United States. And it was made to commemorate victims of AIDS and to remember them. And it turns out the person who was being featured in this clip is actually a customer of ours, and she did a lot of talking, and it was really nice for me, who only knew her by name, to see, you know, what she was passionate about. And it just reinforced what I already knew about our customers, which is you guys are, each and every one of you, unbelievable people. And we are honored here at sariKNOTsari that you've chosen us as a place where you feel safe and where you find community. I'm just going to quickly read through some of these messages. I'm happy. Thank you so much, Jackie. So back to what I was saying. So anyways, it's really nice to see you guys. I have certainly missed you. What I was going to show us today is this new color by Blue Sky. I think you guys can see it here. The name of the color is Lipstick. And we bought the Ritzy Tank in, hi Jan, we bought the Ritzy Tank in this lipstick color. Oh, you bought your first baby doll. I'm so happy. I am in love with the baby dolls. There's been some chatter. Hi, Gord. There's been some chatter on the Swap and Sell group about the baby dolls. Are they too big? Are they too roomy? And I have heard you. I'm giving it some thought. I think I don't want to narrow the baby doll, but I agree that maybe it would make sense. Oh, I've missed you guys too. I think it would make sense to see if there is another style that would work that's slightly narrower. And I know before we had the sculptural tunic dress, and we may bring it back. Still thinking. I always just trust that at some point it'll be like an epiphany and I'll just know, I'm like, oh, that's the way to go. And I haven't felt that yet, but I appreciate that you guys keep sending me ideas, because at some point all the dots will connect and together we will find the most amazing piece that works on different body types. So back to what I'm wearing. So this is a new cut. Oh, messages. No, please don't. Oh no, I will not change the baby doll. Don't worry about it, Jane. The existing baby doll will stay exactly the same. It's one of my favorites. It's definitely what I go to when I'm traveling because it's just so loose and breezy. But I can see that people with much narrower shoulders or who are apple shaped might not find it as comfortable. And what that means is that there's room for us to invent another style. So keep your eyes open. If you see something and you're like, this could be the one, please let me know. All right. So these pants, this is a new style. You can see how flowy they are. This is a new style by Blue Sky. It's that Canadian company. And some of you will remember last year, we had these jumpsuits. We have them in navy, olive, black, and like a burgundy. And we cannot get the burgundy one anymore. And so that fabric, it was a combination of bamboo and linen. And it was really, really light and drapey. Definitely the breeze could flow through it. That's what these pants are made out of. They are not a bamboo, and we all know how light bamboo is. This is even lighter. They are absolutely weightless. In fact, they're really similar to the Bryn Walker Ella pant. You can see here it has the same yoga waistband as the Ella pant. And like the Ella pant, it A-lines out. So each leg is slightly A-line and goes outwards to a slightly wider base. They're not flared, but they're not a straight leg either. Oh no, yeah, the pants really are great, guys. So they're super soft. That's one thing you need to know. The other thing is they have pockets. So unlike the Ella pants, we do have a pocket situation here. I think these would be really great for travel. They're even lighter than the linen in terms of how much room they're going to take in your suitcase. They're less expensive than the Bryn Walker linen. And I did get the Kirsch color in the linen because I love red and I love the Casbah pants. But if you missed out on the Kirsch, so this is what Kirsch looks like. And this is what lipstick looks like. And I'm going to put the two on top of each other. And what you'll see, I hope, is that the lipstick is slightly more bluey and the Kirsch is a truer red. I wouldn't say that it has orange in it, but it doesn't have as much blue in it. I do think you could pair them together. So if you got the Kirsch pants, you might want to pair it if you were looking for some kind of a seamless top to bottom look. You could pair it with the Ritzy Tank. And just so you know the sizes, oh, what fabric? These are a bamboo linen with a bamboo yoga waistband. And the top is entirely bamboo. It does not have linen in it. And they're both by Blue Sky. They're both on our website. Oh, and if you want to see the collection linked to this little show we're doing today, and you're on Instagram, which I think you would have to be, type in the word Tuesday, and it will send you the link for all the pieces that I'm about to show you. Later on, if you're watching this on Facebook or if you're watching this on YouTube, you will find, fingers crossed, you will find the collection linked in the description. Sometimes it doesn't let me edit it, but we'll just figure it out as we go along. So back to lipstick. It's beautiful. In fact, once we got these pants in, I had to go in and order more because they're just such great pants. A lot of you have said that you like the Casbah pants, but they sometimes could be a little flowy for some people. I think these might be the way to go. They look elegant on you. Thank you so much. Yeah, they've got a really great flow to them. Like, I'm kind of wearing my baggy underwear today. And I mean, you can kind of see panty lines. But not too badly at all. Like, they do really flow. So the pants I'm wearing in a size large, which is consistent for what I wear in their Galeen pants and their Galeen capris. These are called the Landon pants. The top is interesting. The top is a Ritzy Tank. And normally, like the Ritzy Tank I have at home is in black. And that's a medium and it fits me comfortably. But I find with this one, maybe because it's a color and so you can kind of see a little bit more through the fabric, like the black hides things, whereas the red doesn't hide them quite as well. I did go up one size. So this is a large, and in the past I've ordered a medium. They still both fit. I just prefer things to be a little flowier through here. What I did notice is that the medium was fully fitted under the arm, whereas this has a little bit of wrinkling, which is, and again, I'm a 38C. So hopefully that helps with some of the sizing. Before I show you all the, sizing. Thank you. I think I answered your question, Jackie. So before I show you all of these pieces, I am pretty excited about these pants. So that color in the Joanna jumpsuit that everybody loved, we called it burgundy. That color was very close to the MIA Grenache color, and I'm hoping that I have it here so I can show it to you. Okay, so it's not actually the same. I thought it was close. This is Grenache. This is the color that everybody wanted in the heavy linen that we weren't able to get. I would say that the burgundy, which we should have by next week, is a little more burgundy, a little less purple. But I think it's one of those really good burgundies that you'll find kind of can take your fall colors and transition them into summer with such a lightweight kind of linen bamboo. The other thing I wanted to show you, this is what I get. I don't talk to you guys for a while and it's like I save up all my words and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna do a little live, and then I just don't stop talking. Okay, so here's the other thing I wanted to show you. So this is the Landon pant. This is what I'm wearing. This one is a 1X, I believe. I'm gonna double check. This is a 1X. So I wanted to be able to show you guys the cut. So you can see how the legs are quite wide, and it's got a lower crotch. The measurements are on the website. And see how they flare out a little, but like I wouldn't say that they're flared. Maybe they are even straight. It's just they look more flared because they're gathered up here. What I wanted to show you was these pants compared to the Gayleen pants, or the Gayleen capris, because I know some of you have the Gayleen capri. So let's just hold these guys up to each other. Now this is the Gayleen capri, which also has a yoga waistband and also has pockets, but this is bamboo and this is primarily bamboo linen. So a little heavier when you hold the two of them, actually a lot heavier, a lot lighter, like weightless. So let's put these two together in terms of the waistband. My guess is the waistband is going to be exactly the same. So here we go. And okay, so the waistband actually is a little bit bigger, almost by 2 inches. Can you guys see that right there? But that's because this has so much stretch to it that I think that it'll still end up fitting the same. And this one also has a lot of stretch, so I guess it does fit bigger around the waist, which is kind of odd. You'd think that that would be consistent. The other thing is the length, and this is something that Rachel brought up to me. A couple of customers have tried these on, and what they've said is the Landon pants, and again, these are both extra large, so, or 1X, making sure. Oh wait, that's an XL. No, they're, wait, back it up. Guys, you know why they're different? I grabbed the wrong size. So just ignore everything I said. They are going to be the same. But now how am I going to show you? I'm not. We'll have to save it for another day. So what I can tell you is that the length on these is longer than these. Gosh, you know what? I spent so long staring at the rack thinking I got it right. Hold on, this is an extra large. Give me 1 second. I may actually have one of these somewhere, and I would like to show you how the sizing works. Fingers crossed that I have it, guys. Okay, I got it. I got it, everyone. So, thank you for that. I thought I was prepared. This is the extra large in the lipstick pant, which is the Landon pant. This is the extra large in the Gayleen capri. Thank you for being so understanding, Jane. Now, I'm going to hold them up, and I'm guessing they will be exactly the same, which will make so much more sense. Okay, so, and once again, I'm wearing the large. Yep, they're the same. Okay, guys. So the difference is the length, and you can see it right there. It's a good 2 to 3 inches longer. So on a more petite person, these pants can be full length. I know when Rachel puts them on, she's, I believe, 5'2", and for her, they're full length. Me, I'm longer in the leg. Even though I'm 5'5", I do have quite long legs. And for me, it goes right to my ankles. So I find that that's the same thing with their Gayleen pant as well, that it is, they're very long. Personally, I think that's a good thing. I would rather have my pants longer and be able to hem them to the exact length that I want than be limited by a shorter pant. So, things to note. Differences between these. Sizing, pretty much the same. Length, little bit longer on these, and these are lighter weight. Okay, I think that's all I needed to tell you about the sizing. And fun fact, I had no good reason to purchase these for the store, except I kind of fell in love with the pattern. I don't know. Is it too much a Waverly print? I don't know. I just love me some flowers. I love purple. I loved the vividness of this fabric. I thought it would look great with just a plain t-shirt. I honestly don't know how it fits into our silk collection. It was just too darn pretty to pass up. So we have one set of the Landon capris in this fabulous purple color. And if you're wondering how it compares to allium, this I did get right. I brought the allium here as well. And you can see they're similar, but allium has a little bit more red in it, and this has a little more blue in it. So they're not the same color. But so darn pretty, guys. And lightweight. Just adorable pants. Kind of dreamy, actually. Look at the richness of the colors on that. And these, again, are the bamboo linen. Okay, that is the administrivia portion of my try-on. Now I just get to have some fun. So, like I said, I got the Kirsch, and I got the Kirsch Ritzy Tank and the pants. But I didn't know that this existed at the time, and I think had I to do it over again, I probably would have gone with this. I really do like the weight of this, and it's less expensive, and it also is a beautiful red. So I tried it on first with this, and I want to show you just what a chameleon the reds are in our pieces. So this is actually a little bit more of a burgundy, but as soon as you pair it with the red, it looks more red. And this is a super soft silk, and it actually matches. Will this turn with me? Oh, I know what I did. Hold on. See if that works. See, it worked. Okay, so this is the waterfall top here. And I actually haven't tried these on with a waterfall top. My thought was that it would look good. So where I see the difference is when I wear the Casbah pants, they kind of come out a little bit more here. They have a little bit more body in this area. And they create, for me, a little bit of a parachute styling when I wear it with dresses, or long tunic tops. I find these pants almost read like a straight leg. So if you're somebody who loves a straight leg, this is great for you. If you wanted, like if I were going to pair this top with these pants, I don't know for me, given my shape, if I would let it kind of hang like that. I would probably end up doing some sort of a tuck or a fold or something just to kind of turn it more into a top at the front and leave it more as a tunic. Okay, I don't know how well I did that, but leave it more as a tunic at the back, which I'm totally okay with, and more of a top at the front. So, and then here's the matching cardigan. I don't know that I tagged this one, so I don't know if it's going to show up in the collection. Okay, so here we go. So again, the theme of today is lipstick red with a bunch of silks. And this is a new style of pant by Blue Sky. And if you would like to see it and the collection and you're on Instagram, just comment Tuesday and it should come right to you. So there you go. Here's number one. This is a super soft fabric. I had actually pulled this fabric to go with the Viscasha linen, which I'm going to be showing you on Friday. And it also goes really well with the red, and that's an olive in there. So if you have something olive you'd like to pair it with, it would definitely also work with the olive. Okay, let me take these guys off and try on something else. So I just grabbed a whole bunch of things that had red in them and thought this could be fun. And I'm looking forward to showing you, like I said, some other things that we're getting in from Blue Sky. So I'll be able to show you all of those pieces, probably not this Friday, but maybe by next Friday. And the other interesting thing to note is that our next shipment is almost ready. They've got it, they're starting to create the products on our website now. And like last time, what I'm going to do is share them a little bit at a time leading up to our release date, so that everybody gets a chance to really look around at what's out there, and then on the release date, you can kind of, decide which ones you're going to really gun for. And I find that that's a lot more equitable because everybody can only choose one thing as their top favorite, and it makes sure that everybody gets something nice. So just a heads up, that's happening. I'm expecting that the release will be end of February, definitely like March 1st, but our goal would be to have it through February so that we could get it to you guys if you're going off on March break. So we should have that. Now, I showed you this piece. Oh, she's wearing it backwards, guys. I showed you this piece last Friday on the pre-recorded live, and it's from our Wabi Sabi collection. Wanted to show it to you with the lipstick red. Again, it is not the exact same color, but it's so close. And I honestly do not know how this piece hasn't sold. And it definitely is tagged in this collection. Yes, please. I will definitely show them ahead of the release. It's a lot nicer for us too. We get to kind of do all the organization in advance. And then we can, like last time, I think we got everything shipped out within 3 days, which is unheard of. Also, guys, all I'm doing is talking. This is so bad. So I should tell you that this is super, super soft and beautiful. And it's grays with a little bit of a pinky undertone. Let me turn this a bit. Does that help? Not really. So it's gray and then it's black. It's got a little bit of that red there. Then it's got this red panel with the daisies. It extends to the pocket down here. And then the back is entirely gray. And I know we do have some customers, this is a baby doll dress, by the way, who like wearing their baby dolls backwards. And I really don't see why you couldn't. I would probably just put a necklace with it though, because it's nice if you have something that just draws your eye down to there. This is our pop of color necklace. But yeah, it is this dress is meant to be generous. And I think what we've decided as a team here at sariKNOTsari is that if you are super, super skinny or like straight, it looks great. If you completely fill it out, it also looks great. If you're somewhere in between there, then it can look like a wall of fabric. And that's why if you're going to choose one of these, and I'd highly recommend them, if nothing else, just for the comfort level, is to try to find something like this where it has panels, or if it has some sort of a diagonal shape, because it really breaks it up. Sorry if we've already said this, but do the Landon pants fit the same as the Gayleen pant? That's a really great question. The answer is yes. And the Landon pant is slightly longer, I would say, by 2 to 3 inches. So that's probably the biggest difference. They both have pockets, and the Landon pant is very lightweight. Like, there is nothing to this fabric. Really great for travel. That's why I scooped up other colors. What other colors did I get? I got the burgundy, which we should be getting soon. And then there was one other color that they were offering, and purple. So we have a Ritzy Tank in a purple that we call aubergine. They have the Landon pants in aubergine. So now if you're looking for a matched set with a Ritzy Tank and a pair of Landon pants, these are already on our website. They're not tagged in this collection. I will try to remember to do that. And but the name of the color is aubergine, and you can get a matched set exactly like this, but in a beautiful purple. And then the other color I got was the burgundy, and the burgundy does not have a matching top. So you'd kind of have to play around with that a bit. Pants have a lovely drape. Yeah, they do have a lovely drape. They really, really do. I'm wearing a size large, which is consistent with what I wear in the Gayleen. Okay, so this, guys, how is this still here? She's very, very beautiful and very soft. And wabi-sabi, which is always kind of nice. What else should I tell you guys? Let's see. Bring this back up here. Try on something else. Okay, so now this, I don't know if I've shown this one to you before. This is a sheer silk. It's not like super sheer, but it's sheer. It is PRG 5844. Colors on this are so much fun. So you've got that Isola blue here, got a lovely ochre yellow. You've got some beautiful browns that would go with the browns in the Bryn Walker collection. You have this, which is a black, but could also read as a navy, so you know it's going to match all of those. You've got grays that you can match there. This is one of those pieces that if you take it on vacation with you, you're going to find it matches everything. And this is what it looks like with these pants. As many of you know, I like to wear my midi-length caftans backwards. I'm not a big V-neck person. And what I've been told is the reason that I'm not a big V-neck person is because I'm wider at the hips. So having more of a boat neck across the top actually balances out my hips. So this is how it looks with the pants. I think it's super cute. I know people were asking, can you wear the Casbah pants or any type of pants with these midi length caftans? And I would say yes, absolutely. If you want, you can do a bit of a tuck up here, or you can use a magic circle and create a little something. But yes, you absolutely can wear it. I feel like top's getting in the way there. It would be a little bit more like that. But yeah, this piece is gorgeous. And I find the ones that I'm attracted to the most are the pieces where they have so many colors in them that I just feel like the opportunities are endless to find something that'll look good with it in my wardrobe. Now, this one was a bit of an odd choice because as you can tell, it is mostly, that's actually a purpley black color, almost like an eggplant. And then this color in here is the red, and then here we have a fuchsia. And so even though it reads primarily as pink, it does have a lot of red in it. And this one is a long tunic with side ties. And I thought I would see how that looks with the new Landon pant. So let's see. Now the nice thing about this top is that it really is a tunic, and it's a little bit more shaped than our caftans, because the caftans kind of just go straight out down there. Whereas this actually has a defined sleeve. It narrows it a little bit through here. And let's give her a try. This one, oh, I'm gonna need to untie this. This one is a sheer silk as well. It is very soft. And you wouldn't think it would match red, but I kind of think it's going to, and that it's going to look really pretty. So let's see. I love it with the red. I think it really brings out those kind of warm tones. Love that it has pockets, and then I can put my hands in the pockets. I like the tunic length. For me, I'm a bit more of a fan of asymmetry, so I could definitely see myself tying up one side and then leaving the other side kind of hanging. Maybe even a bit, well, maybe a bit more than that. And then it would kind of ruche that up a bit. The other nice thing is you could definitely tuck these in or belt it. Oh my gosh, when was the last time I wore a belt? You could definitely belt it and then kind of make it look a little bit more like a tunic that way too. And that actually looks kind of neat. So fun ways to style. But this one again, thought it'd be interesting to try it with the red, and it does have so many great colors in it. Let's try another one. I was only gonna pull a few pieces, and then as I started going through the racks, I was like, oh, what about this one? So here's one of those what about this one pieces. Now here's another one that does not read as red when you look at it. There is a, I want to say like a neon feel to the purple in the background of this. It's almost like a highlighter color of purple, pinky purple, magenta, a highlighter of magenta. And then it's got some red, it's got some orange. It would probably look really great with the sariKNOt pants. It's got some, hope you can see it there. It's also got some chartreuse, believe it or not. Guys, it's bold, but it works. Put these up here. Kind of works. But I thought it, because it also has the red in it, I thought it might be kind of fun to see how this looks. Now this is our bolero style, which means it kind of sits like a shrug, and it has the elastic on the sleeve. So that's how it looks together. I bet I could wear this underneath this top as well and just kind of show the arms. That would be really neat. And there is a little styling hack here. If you want this to sit tighter across your shoulders, you simply gather this part up down here. I think some of our team just put like a tiny knot at that point. And if you do that, it actually sits tighter on the shoulders, and you can't tell that there's anything going on the back because it kind of gets folded in to that fold there. So this one is also incredibly soft. Very, very special fabric. It even has mukesh work in it. I'm hoping you guys can see. There's like that little tiny dot, right? I don't know if you can see it. There's like there's a dot of silver right there that kind of runs through it. Like there's another one there. It's very, very tiny. It's just a tiny little added detail. So getting back into what you would think would be a much more predictable look with the red. Here again, this is more of a deeper burgundy red, and this one is the lipstick red. It's not a perfect match, but again, I kind of think it works. I wanted to show you this top. It's a side slit top, but we got one shipment in that they had like slightly longer sleeves, so we call it the longer sleeve side slit top. So if you were looking for something with a slightly longer sleeve, this one is unbelievably soft. It's a crepe silk. You can hear it. It has like a washed silk feel to it, but without the stickiness of a washed silk. And it is a Monday, Tuesday, meaning you can wear either side to the front. So, does a side slit top work with these pants? I am going to say the answer is yes. Yes, it does. And the slit lets you get into the pockets. See, even though the color's not exact, I still think it's a fun match. And then and this you can tell has the longer sleeves. Normally the sleeve would be to about there, and these ones are about 2 inches longer. They go to the elbow as opposed to going above the elbow. There. Super nice. So this one has a black background. It's got kind of like little dots on the red flowers of black. And then this color here is somewhere between a purple and a pink. I think it would go with the Bryn Walker Rose. But very, very soft and comfortable. Feels like, honestly, like I'm wearing pajamas. This is a nice piece, again, to take you through multiple seasons, because you've got the reds that you can pick up in the colder seasons, and you've got the black, which kind of takes you through all seasons, but then you can also pick up this lighter shade here and bring that out by pairing it with, I don't have the pink here anymore, but the rose-colored pants would be great with this. Love the longer sleeve. Yeah, it kind of was it was a mistake, but we all kind of loved it too. And we haven't decided if we want to go that route permanently, but in the meantime, if you type in longer sleeve in our search bar, all the ones that have the longer sleeve will pop up. And what we've done is we've put it in the title in all caps so that when you buy it, you know this is a longer sleeve piece. Now, I have been in love with this fabric since we got it. I honestly don't know how it's still here. It's multiple shades of gray and black and red. The gray, it is almost like a charcoal. It's a charcoal gray. I don't think it has greeny undertones, which is what I was checking for. Definitely has black and then multi-tones of red. This one's more of a burgundy. This one's more of a red. And again, it looks so sweet with these red pants. I didn't actually think that I needed red pants. Like I knew I needed orange pants, and I do have a pair from a couple of seasons ago. And it's been all I can do not to grab the Zaffarinos saying, oh, but that's a lighter orange. I'm being very, very good. But it never occurred to me that I needed red pants. And in fact, I think the word is I eschewed red pants and thought those will just, no matter what you do, they will not look right. They're going to look, I don't know, clumsy. And then I saw the Kirsch Casbah pants, and I realized in my mind I had thought you could only pair it with certain things like blacks and grays, and I thought kind of predictable. And then when I realized the wealth of colors that you could pair with red, I'm like, how have I discounted red all this time? So here it is with a black and gray. So if you're somebody who's looking for something maybe just a little more easy to work with in your wardrobe, you can put a black jacket over this. You can pair it with white and it'll look great in the summer. You can pair it with any of the grays that you already have. It would look great with gray flannel, but it also works with a red. And it is super, super soft. Is it a Monday, Tuesday? It is slightly different front and back. This front has the flower that goes all the way across. In the back, I believe the flowers only go about halfway. And again, if you would like to see this collection that we're playing with today, you can just comment the word Tuesday. Now this one I showed you last week, paired with the with the orange Zaffarino pants, and it looks stunning, as you knew it would. But what's interesting is it also has red in it. And when you pair it with the red pants, the red really pops, and I feel like the orange really pops too, but the blue gets a little bit more subdued, because when we paired it with the orange, the blue was like crazy, like in your face. And now what I think you're drawn to is the combination of oranges and reds, and the blue kind of fades into the background, which is like totally cool that the same piece could look so different depending on what you pair it with. And so again, we have multiple shades of blue, we have shades of orange that kind of go into marigold. There is a little bit, like right there, that's a brown. It actually might just be where the orange has gone over the blue, and so it makes it a bit more of a brown. Yeah, here, I'll try this one on too. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. It is one of my Priya's at the store on a Tuesday and all the work is done lives. So here again, we have a side slit top paired with this new style of pant by Blue Sky. As you can see just how beautiful and drapey they are. They're linen bamboo, and they have pockets, and they have basically the same cut as the Bryn Walker linen Ella pants, but they're less expensive and lighter weight. They kind of feel like silk on, like they've got that drapiness and also the substance, but without the weight. This is kind of fun too because it's got the black and white on the sleeves, which means you could also pair it with black. Now this next one I'm going to show you literally has no red in it, but it brought me back to the 80s, and I thought I cannot resist just putting this on. And seeing as Tuesdays are really just for me to have some fun. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Thank you guys all so much for joining. Yeah, there's something about this that just reminded me of the 80s. It's that houndstooth look, and the background color is a very pale gray. I think it's supposed to be white, but it's not like a true white. And then it's just got this fun pop of color on the arm. So a cobalt blue and a teal in a jacquard with satin over top of crepe. You can see that there. And then the rest of it is a sheer silk. So this is the only part that's not see-through. This part is sheer. But the black and the white with the red and then that little bit of blue, it was just too much fun not to try on. So let's see. Yeah, right? Like, I think if it didn't have that blue, it would just be another top from Talbot's. But the fact that it's got this really fun blue and it's kind of a teal. It's kind of somewhere between a sky blue and a teal, I think, because it's got the different reflectivities. It's really hard to pin down exactly what the color is. This one is ultramarine. It's not cobalt. Maybe it's cobalt. That's cobalt. But yeah, so here's that fun 80s look in case you were missing it. It's back. It's right here. Some lady, Indian lady in the 80s was like, I need to have me a houndstooth sari with some satin, and this was the result. I think what I'm going to show you next is, move these guys over. Okay, so what I'm going to show you next is this one, because I know people were asking about it. This is that pattern that I showed you prior to our last release that has the hearts on it, and I thought you might enjoy looking at this today as we get a little closer to Valentine's Day. Now the red, again, is not an exact match. This red has more blue in it, this red has more orange in it, but again, I think they work together because the red in this is so multi-tonal. I'm going to make sure you guys can see it. There are just so many shades of red that there's got to be one of those shades that matches the pants. Thank you so much for joining. I can just barely see your names there, Roberta, and I don't know who you are, Vifira. I feel like I should know your name, and Melanie. Ooh, I got the kimono sleeve top. It's fabulous. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, it is a beautiful fabric. It's hearts, but I don't feel like it's sweet. Like, what's that word? It's not precious. It's like an interesting kind of, like if Gucci were to interpret hearts, I feel like this is what Gucci hearts would look like. And this one is sheer-ish. This one is the, what length are we looking at? This one is the caftan length, the tunic length caftan. And you can see what I was telling you, the difference between the long tunic with side ties and the caftan. Do you see how this really is rectangle, whereas the other one had sleeves that cut in and down? But because this is sheer, you can see how you can kind of see through it, even though it is rectangular. When you're out in the daylight, you can tell that there's a body under here, and it does tend to look really flattering. And then there's also all those fun little hacks you can do if you want to add definition sometimes. And I did find a little bracelet. If you guys would like a bracelet, these are all my daughter's little baby bracelets from when they were super little. I wondered who got the heart pieces. Well, I think this might be the only one left. So just on your next order in the notes, say, please send me a bangle. Or if you think you'll forget, you can even just message us and say, please send me a bangle. We'll create an order. And then next time when you place an order, we'll ship it with it. So not a problem. Okay. So if I'm missing a part of this, it usually comes with a little elastic, but you take that there, you put an elastic on that side, and what you end up with, really could have used that elastic, is a bit of a gather and a rosette, which again adds a little bit of shape to this. But I think having it as a rectangle gives you a lot more that you can do while you're playing around with the piece. Like if you have an old belt buckle that you really love, you could probably somehow attach the belt buckle and do that. I know that there's a way to turn a bracelet into some sort of, like, I don't know, but definitely there is a way. I probably just have to look it up. There's just a lot more you can do, I feel, if there's a lot more fabric, because there's room for you to play. And that's something that we're just really missing a lot of in how we get dressed these days. It's very utilitarian, when I feel like that is one of the wonderful things that we have access to freely as women, that we are allowed to dress. And I know that there are a lot of men who wish they had that same freedom to really express themselves and play around with their clothing. And we do have that. So why not? Why not take advantage of it and add a little play to your day? I like the circle showing. Yeah, I thought that was really cool too. There's got to be a way to do it. You probably have to go through the bracelet one way and then go back in over yourself and then come back out the same way you went in. Or maybe you need to have a belt buckle there. Definitely something to think about. So here's another one. This one isn't hearts. This one is blops. So there are all the blops. The background is a very, very, very pale pink. And then we've got black and red and this fabulous red border here. Oh, I have the duster in this fabric. That's so nice. Yeah, it's fabulous. Like, this is one of those ones where I'm like, how is this still here? But maybe it was just missing the lipstick underpinnings, because you could definitely wear it with black and it would look great. But wearing it with the lipstick, it just feels like it changes everything. How would I like to style this? I just put the elastic around the bracelet with the circle out. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, I too like doing that. It kind of, instead of having that ruching, it adds like a little flat surface, almost like a button. Let me see. I think part of the issue is that I'm left the belt in, and I don't usually leave the belt in, but hey, let's try belting it. So I'm very high-waisted. I don't know how I'm going to feel about a belt. It might look great. You know how you just kind of have it in your head that it's not for you? I feel like that about belts, but some of you might look great in a belt. And what I've done is I've run the belt through the arms so that across the back you get this straight line, which is very elongating, but in the front you do get some definition. It works. Your arms cannot go all the way up, but they can go up. There. Again, this is a Georgette silk. It's not stiff at all, but it does have some texture to it. And that's just the way the fabric, it's just the way the fabric is woven. Tie it at your chest, no belt. Yes, that is honestly my go-to for this style, which is taking it So you see how it kind of comes out a little bit and then goes down? So you find that place on both sides, maybe even a little higher up, and then you just tie these together like that. But there's another way that we found recently too that I was like, how did we not think of this? So there. And then you can either leave this dangling, you could tie these two ends together here. That would be kind of cute too. But yeah, this is a really nice way to add a little bit of definition and that elongating look here at the neck, which makes all of this look narrower. So again, if you're looking for these pieces and you're watching this on Instagram, just comment the word Tuesday and the link will be sent to your direct messages. I really thought I only picked a few, and friends, I picked more than a few. So I'm not going to try them all on. This is another one that I thought would be so super cute with the red pants. Now this is a Georgette technically, but it's a really, I don't know how to describe it. It's woven in such a way, I hope you guys can see it, it's almost like a bit of an accordion weave so that it stretches on itself. You can kind of see the little lines running through it. I want to say almost like a muslin. I believe that muslin does that as well. So it's been woven with that little bit of texture on it, which is always kind of fun and interesting. And then it has gold thread that runs through it as well. Let me untie this and I'll show you. The background color is a super pale pink. And then the colors that are in it are, that's different shades of red there. And this, yeah, these flowers are different shades of red and black. But the really fun part is right here at the sleeve. So this here is a gold, is it real metal? Guys, this was inside out and I didn't even notice. Okay, so that is, it feels like a real metal thread. And you can see it again down here at the bottom. It's woven through. It's just a very, very delicate, almost like an antique gold. So it has that little bit of interest at the sleeve and at the bottom. But the rest of it is just so light. Like it feels to me like a chiffon, but it is technically not, but it definitely has that feel to it. And I really like how this looks, where the red kind of blends in down there. So it almost makes it look like the top at the front is shorter and the back is longer, even though that is not the case. There was something, we just figured out a really cool way to wear these. And I'll be darned if I remember what it is. I wonder. So we were talking about how you could take a cardigan and flip a cardigan, like tie it at the front, put it over your neck. And then I think, Jackie, it was you who said you could do the same thing with this jacket. So let's see. Oh, I remember what the fun way to wear it is. Hold on. Okay. So, yes, you can. Not 100% sure how I feel about it. I think I may be a little too broad through the chest to pull this off. But it is an interesting idea. It turns it into a bit of a bolero. I think my favorite way to wear it as a bolero is to wear it this way. So I definitely have fluff in my hair. Okay, so the way that you wear it as a bolero is you put it on hospital gown style. Like that. Oh, speaking of which, I had a mammogram today. I had to explain to Shafali and Rachel just how much it hurts. They had no idea. I guess maybe I didn't either, but wow. It's nice to know, like, is it nice to know? Is it nice to know that at some point you're going to go for mammograms and they hurt like the dickens? I don't know. Okay, so that's fun too. That's like so cute. And again, so soft. Just like it's soft to the touch. It's not like butter, but it's ephemeral. Like it's like air. It has zero weight to it. This must have been a really fun sari on a hot day. Let's put this guy back. Now I think we only have 2 or 3 front tie tops. That is a style that we are phasing out. and we don't have any plans to bring it back. But we do have one or two left. And this one seemed like it'd be really pretty with the red. So this one has, you can either wear it with the V to the front and it has a tie at the front, or you can wear it this way. As you probably have guessed, I like it with the boat neck this way. But you could also wear it this way, and then you can control this by tying it up a little bit higher. For me, that kind of shows off more of my tummy region. That's part of the reason I wear it this way, so that the tie at the back kind of lands up here. And I mean, my bottom is big, but it doesn't look like, it looks cute. It looks cute when I wear it this way, because the tummy part gets covered. And then, let me just show you what I mean. Let me take a minute to show you what I mean. And I think I said, I think we only have 2 or 3 of these left. We do not have a lot of them. So again, this is a style that has actual sleeves, and that it's also got a band across the bottom, which is kind of cool because you can tighten that band. And then that's where it's tied up and quite low. But I usually tie it a little bit tighter, a little higher, like that. And I wear it like that. So it's, I didn't go as high as I should have. But so it ends up looking a little bit more like a bunny tail, which works when you're not wearing something like this underneath it. And do I show you all of these? How much of your time have I already used up? It's 9. It's been an hour. Okay, so I will try to speed through these because I am going to be doing this again on Friday. Even though on Friday my focus is going to be the Bryn Walker linen. And then I think next time I see you, I'll show you all the great new things we're getting from Blue Sky. This one you may remember from our Instagram ads. This one is so beautiful. It is a color combination unlike anything I've seen. With this particular shade of sky blue, and then this pink, which is not too feminine, and then paired with the red and the white, everything about this is just interesting and different. You can see here there's a little less pink on the front. Looks great with the red pants. In fact, I think that would be my favorite color to pair it with is red, because it just makes everything about it pop. Very, very soft. And it is also a georgette, but it's a softer, like it has a softer hand feel or arm feel than the other ones. Please show all. Okay, I'll try. Okay, this guy, okay. This one is a maxi caftan. And the color again is not, I didn't even realize, did you know this has purple in it? Didn't even know that. So we've got purples down here with black. Then we have different shades of indigo through here. And then this is shades of watermelon and red. So it kind of goes from watermelon to red. And I thought this would be really fun to try on with these pants. So let's see. So again, I'm a bit of a backwards girl when it comes to these things. And fun fact, you can't even see the pants. Is that a bad thing? I don't think so. I think that actually adds some interest. And maybe even some elegance to it. I don't know. Let's see how it looks the other way around. Yeah, I really did not know how badly I needed red pants in my life. I don't know, maybe I associated them with like grade 3 and not really knowing how to dress, but they are underrated. Guys, the red is fabulous. Surprisingly fabulous. So there you go. There we have the red pants. Again, it is not the exact shade, but it's so multi-tonal that it works. You can see all the different shades in there. Oopsie. What was that? Oh, okay, we're gonna have to put that back on. Okay, so this next one is also a maxi caftan, and it is so much fun. So this one is elegant and interesting with the purple and the flowers and the whites and the blues. It's just super fun, but dare I say understated. And then, in case you want to go in a totally different direction, there's this. Also fun, also amazing. It's a showstopper. It is like a work of art. And in addition to all the fun colors in here, this is very much that oregano color. We have all the shades of blue, so we definitely have Evia in there. And what else do we have? Maybe even a little bit of floret here. But I wanted to see how it would look with the red. So let's see. This one has a really nice arm feel. It is also Georgette. I do love it. Now, I tend to like my drawstring less tight. I like it looser. But there are people who prefer it tighter. Actually, kind of looks cute tight too. So it does give you that option to wear it one way or the other. And that's how it looks with the red peeking through, like a little red petticoat. Do you guys remember that from Gone with the Wind? My gosh, I don't even know how I remembered that. The main character, the housekeeper who won the Academy Award, the one who said, "You're like a spider." Okay. What did she say? She said it to Scarlett. Oh, was her name Mamie? Okay, guys, I'm gonna need your help here. Gone with the Wind quiz. Marmee? No, Marmee was her mom. Like a spider. Don't remember. I'm really hoping you guys will help me out. Anyways, my point. Oh, Mammy. There you go. That makes sense. It was like that, Mammy, and then her mom she had another name for as well. But the cutest thing was, remember she had that red petticoat that I think Rhett Butler gave it to her underneath her black clothes, and she just had this red petticoat peeking through. That's what this reminds me of when you wear it underneath those longer pieces. Just that little bit of woo hanging out at the bottom. Kind of fun, a little risque. Now this one, this is also from our Wabi Sabi collection. I know I keep showing you this, but it's because I kind of love it. It's got all the colors. Too many colors? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it looks great with the red though. Yes, I don't know nothing about having no babies. And then there was that one thing that she said something to Scarlett about how Scarlett was like a spider. And the first time my daughters heard that, like I showed them Gone with the Wind when they were so young. I'm like, oh my God, it's the greatest movie ever. And they said, does anyone die? I'm like, no, not really. Just Melanie. Melanie dies, but nobody else dies. And then later, as they were bawling, they were young, they're like, Mom, the whole city dies. Everybody dies. There's death everywhere. But their favorite line from this movie was how Mamie said that Scarlett was like a spider. Mira, if you're watching this, help me. What was the exact line, the like a spider line? So I know this is bold, but I'm going to say bold in the most fabulous way possible. Like, just look at me. I am not afraid to walk in and have all eyes on me and all the women going, ooh, I wonder where she got that from. And it's Wabi Sabi, guys. So this one is a kimono sleeve top. And it's very, very, very soft. It's a crepe silk. Fun colors in it. We have this lovely, actually, that's kind of interesting. So they're all multi-tonal, so it looks like it's all a solid color, but that is actually a dark ochre. Hope you guys can see it. Dark ochre and light ochre. This has two shades of green, a Kelly green and a slightly lighter green. The blue as well has multiple shades of blue. The red also has multiple shades of red. Did anybody figure out the like a spider? Yes, I don't know nothing about having no babies, me. That was the young girl who said that, actually, Jane. Wasn't it? Remember she had that one younger, I hate that it was a slave. Actually, that whole part is horrible and disgusting. But that particular line, I think it was the young girl who had to help someone have a baby and she didn't know anything about having babies. Okay, this one is also off of our Wabi Sabi rack, and it is so much fun. A helper, yes, it was that young girl who was a helper. You know what's funny is I don't think I've really thought about that movie since I've been old enough to fully appreciate the horrible history that it showcased without actually without making the part that is the most atrocious in that whole story the focal point of the story, because it should have been. The slavery should have been the focal point. But I guess maybe it was because it was the Civil War. I might need to rewatch that or read it. So guys, how great is this? Now this is probably really close to Zaffarino. And then look at this cool checkerboard pattern down here of sky blue and then different other shades of blue. Little fun red border, some geometric, some flowers, orange and red together. Absolutely gorgeous. Super soft poncho. And wabi sabi, so 77 Canadian. And I like to just wear mine like this, but there are times where I will tie these ends together here and turn it into more of a top. And if you are somebody who, or wear it asymmetrically, that's always a win too. But, ooh, lots of patches there, some fun patchwork there. And that's a little bit more tunic length there. I love it. Actually, the blue with the red and the orange. This was what I didn't think of when I was thinking red pants. I don't know why I didn't realize there was just so much you could do with the red that's interesting and unexpected. I don't know what made me think red was either predictable or clownish. It's not. You just need to find the interesting pieces to go with it. Now, this is another waterfall top, which means I'm going to love the length of the back, and I am going to love the length of the front. Actually, I don't mind the length of the front on this one because it's tone on tone. Now, this has different shades of orange in it, along with the red, and this one is also wabi sabi. I don't know why, but it probably says on the website. So it's on sale, 40% off. I would probably pair it with some gold round earrings and then really bring out this, and maybe even gold sandals would be fun with this. So because it's a waterfall top, it has either a round neck or you can spin it around, and the other side is a little bit more of a V-neck. Yeah, kind of nice too, actually, even though I'm not a V-neck fan. I like how wide this is, or maybe it's because you can see the other top underneath. But I do like that look there too. Again, super soft arm feel. It's a sheer silk, and it is one of the softer georgettes. So georgettes are rarely a 10 on the arm feel scale just because of the texture of the weave. But this one is about as soft as a georgette will get. So there's no stiffness to it, but you can feel the threads because of how they're woven. This is adorable too. I kind of like the red with red. Again, surprising because I didn't think I was going to. And since I got the Kirsch pants, I haven't got them yet. I should be getting them. I'll be getting my pair in April, along with a lot of you. I've been looking at other things in my closet because I genuinely didn't believe I had a lot of red. And then I realized I have so many pieces that have that pop of red that I love. And I'm like, oh my God, all of these pieces are going to look so incredible with the Kirsch pants I got, or with these lipstick pants. And they're just going to look totally different because now instead of just having that pop of red, which I pick up with earrings, I'm going to have that pop of red that I pick up with the pants. It is going to be so cool. Ooh, here's a fun look. So this is a waterfall top as well. This one is also from the Wabi Sabi collection. I wanted to grab some that were less expensive. The red is not actually, yeah, it is. It's multi-tonal because if you get really close to it, you can kind of see the rosebuds. It must be a digital print because it's so close in color, but you can see the different petals on the roses. And then if I flip it around the other way, we get that fun orange again, which makes me think this would look great with Zaffarino. And you get a totally different look, a lot funkier. So a Monday, Tuesday top, if ever there was one. And again, because it's red on red, even though I like to have something that kind of adds a bit of width here, I feel like this is really flattering for me to have the elongating look of the red with the red. Now this next one is also from the Wabi Sabi collection. And I was actually looking for somebody's order today, and the silk was mis-sorted. So I had to go through all of the racks. And as I was going through them, my hand touched this one. I'm like, this is so soft. So I had to show it to you today. If you are looking for the softest silk, just because you're like, I need to wear, like, because I deserve to have that against my skin. This one is part of the Wabi Sabi collection. And as always, I like to wear it. Ooh, you can hear it. It's such a beautiful silk. And then maybe even tuck that side up a little bit. So again, it pairs with the red. It's got black. The background color is a pale pink. And that's what it looks like here. Fun little designs on the side. And then you have this elongating stripe in the middle. And then on the other side, with the V to the front, we have trees, I think. I don't know what that is. I think on an actual sari, this would have gone this way, up and down. I don't know, abstract pattern? Mouth? Kind of feels like a mouth. Interesting, cool, soft. Kind of fun. Maybe I think what I would probably do is pair this with black on the bottom so that this part kind of blended in. Right now, because I've paired it with red, it's really making that black part pop. Interesting pattern. I wonder what the rest of this piece looked like, the rest of the silk. I wonder if that was... So the silk on this would have gone this way. So that must have actually been part of the folds. And it would have ended up looking more like that. And as you walk, it would kind of open up there. Interesting. Always fun to imagine the women who would have picked this. Definitely it was somebody who loved the feel of soft silk. Now this one is a super fun baby doll. And again, it is not exactly the same color, but the red is multi-tonal, so it works. And I thought it would be fun. I actually took this other piece off of a mannequin because, okay, so this is a crepe silk. Yep. I want to say the arm feel, it's an 8. It is not like butter. It does have a bit of substance to it, but I wonder if it's just that it hasn't been worn very much. Like it doesn't feel stiff. It just feels like, you know how fabric, if you do this, everything kind of loosens up? I feel like it hasn't loosened. Canoe, Eye of Sauron, for the Lord of the Ring fans in your life. Love this with the red on the bottom. So super fun. Am I wearing it backwards? I am not. And then I thought it'd be really cool to try it with the vest over it. Ooh, what's going on there? Magnet. Huh, interesting. So is this inside out? No. So that is quite a layered look. Is it more layer than I can handle? Maybe? Unless I had a really chunky necklace. I feel like maybe because there's not a lot of pattern on the fabric, I do like the fact that there's 2 borders that come down. But you know what it reminds me of actually is it's kind of like a Kalyana look. They have a dress that I think they call the Ono dress that reminds me of this, where it's just a lot of red and a lot of sculpture. And I think for me it feels like a bit much. I do love the dress with the pants. Like that's just fun, fun, fun. And I think I would probably like the vest with the pants too. I just don't know if I'd like the 2 of them together, despite the fact that it has a border, which is why I thought it might work. Okay, so this guy here, yeah, it's really pretty. So that's the wrong side, and that's the right side. You can kind of tell the difference. and put them on the way. I do like to wear my ponchos. Yeah, that's so elegant. Again, you get the tone on tone, the elongating look, the beautiful drape. What's not to love about this? What a great, easy, elegant outfit. And then because it's a vest, like there are so many different ways you can wear it. Probably could even wear it. So I showed you guys the jacket thing last week where you just fold that over and let this become a bit of a shawl collar that covers your arms. So that works. Probably would just want to add a magnet or something here. But then you get the inside out part, which doesn't look bad, but it is a slightly different color. See? So maybe you could even put it on inside out and then have this part show. But yeah, I'm loving this red on red. Did not think I would, and now I am sold. I didn't think I'd be a teal person either, though. That kind of snuck up on me. I knew I loved teal. Okay, this one, guys, so much fun. So these are definitely, it's that same thing again where we have watermelon colors, so it kind of moves from different shades of pink to shades of red. This at the background here is, I want to say it's a Windsor blue. It's a gray, a grade blue. And then here we have the multi-tonal purple flowers, which are so beautiful. This one is a duster. And I thought that it would work with the red because, again, we have so many different shades of red in here. And I thought that I like purple and red together. There's something about purple and red that makes me think that I'm fearless. If I can wear purple and red, then I must be fearless. Okay, I love it. I feel like I am the queen of casual elegance right now. I'll probably put this in my hair and be like fully fabulous. I don't know. I love it. Again, fearless. The blue and the red. Actually, I think that this would match Mill Pond from a few years ago because it's got a little bit of teal in it. But that red and the pink and the purple, and then the way that you pair it with red to really make the red pop so that the purple stands out. Would love Casba pants in teal. I know. So they haven't sent out their colors for next year yet. The closest we've had to a teal was Mill Pond from a few years ago, and I was looking at it because I got the Renzo pants in it. I wish I had gotten the Casba pants. I don't know what I was thinking because they're tried and true, and I love them, and I go to them, and I find that the Renzo pants are not a cut that I reach for as much. But the color was almost like a denim with a slightly green undertone. So it was teal. It was a faded denim with a green undertone. So it was a teal, but it wasn't teal. And then Learbird was another one that was teal, but it's a dark teal, so dark, and that was from the winter collection. And then we have the Blue Sky teal, also a lovely teal, but I feel like that one is a little, it's not the teal of my dreams. I don't know how else to say it. Yes. So when they get Casba pants in teal, I will be doing, you won't miss it. I'll be dancing. I'll be like, they finally have my perfect teal. The Learbird was really close. I think it just needed to be a couple of shades lighter. They'll get there. They always do. Okay, so yeah, this, perfection. Absolute, you want to talk about an aspirational look? This is an aspirational look. So here's another vest. This is another multi-tonal one. So you've got all the different shades of red. You've got black. You've got this kind of a creamy color down here. A little bit of ochre here in the border. This one. So if I were to wear it just as a vest, like that, it looks super cute. So if I were to tie these guys together, I think I would, there's something here, guys. If I tied those together, that looks really sweet too. And then there's this look, which is fun in a 1960s kind of a way, especially wearing it with the tone on the red. I think you could even pair it with black, and it would be cute. Very A-line through there. Or there's always my favorite way to wear a vest. My go-to, I'm running out of the house, I'm running late, and I need to look like I tried. That would be this way of wearing a vest. Also looks adorable. And again, even though it's not the exact red, it works in a very fun way. And then you could also pair this one with black, like easily. And probably like an ochre color would work as well. Kind of love it. I don't know that I would flip it around. So if I were to wear it this way, you'll see that it's a little shorter at the front. And normally I'm not a fan of that because I feel like it draws attention to my belly. But here again, because it's kind of tone on tone, it almost looks like these two work as a set. So yeah, I would do that. I think I would. I do feel personally I am more comfortable wearing that side to the front. But it's an opportunity to play around. So what did I do in my closet the other day? What was it? I found a pair of pants. Oh, wait. What was I wearing today? I don't remember. Anyways, I found a top. And then I was like, oh, this would look so great with this color pant. I hadn't even thought of that. And then I put it together with those pants. And then I'm like, wait, I didn't even think of how great that would like... Oh, I remember. I had a dress that was like shades of red and black and green that I got in India. I actually got it made. And then I also had a jacket that I got in India when I was there. And it was a Kantha stitch jacket with a block printing on it. And I had never thought of putting these two pieces together. And I just saw them both at the same time and went, how did I not figure this out? Because I was thinking of what I would wear with red. That's how the whole thing started. So here is another Fearless purple and red. And it also has some green in it. And I think I've shown you this piece before. This one is super soft. It's a 10 arm feel. It is, I don't know if I love it with this color. Like I feel like this is too bright. This is much more grayed. I'll be interested to see how this piece looks with that purple that we get in from Blue Sky. But I love it with the red. Again, colors I never thought I would pair with red. Purple and green. There you go. So talking about teal, and I said like there is that perfect teal. To me, that is, I don't know if you can see it, this color right in here, to me that's the perfect teal, the darker version, which is not quite as dark as Learbird, but it's not as light as this because this lighter one is closer to the Blue Sky colors. I want it to be just ever so slightly darker. So here's another one where we've got a vest and, ooh, somebody tied a knot in it. That's interesting. I wonder why. Oh, cute. Oh, wow. Okay, this is gorgeous. And I don't think I've ever done that. So what does that do? So this is the way I always wear my vest, but I think by tying a knot here, it draws this panel, which normally sits more to the side. It ends up drawing it forward and kind of over your leg, which means don't know what I was going to say. I was thinking that there must be a way to do the same thing so this is at the back and then instead it would kind of lean more to the back instead of the front. But I'd have to do some vest math to figure that out. But in the meantime, this is a fun little styling tip. Love the colors in this. We have black and white. We have teal. We have blue. We have red. This is another one of those pieces that I am very drawn to. And again, the red is a different red. This is more of a burgundy, but it works. When you pair it with this, it really brings out the other tones in here, the greens and that. Whereas I think if I paired it with a darker color, here, it wouldn't look the same. So this is that Blue Sky teal, and you can see what I mean about it being just a couple of shades lighter than what I would consider to be the perfect teal. So see, it looks kind of dark when you pair it with the teal. I mean, it looks great. Not gonna lie, kind of love it. Love it more than I thought I would, actually. But with the red, it's crazy. It's beautiful. It's a whole other piece. And then what's interesting about this vest is that it looks different on the different sides. So here it is with this swoop at the front. Like, look at the difference in how that knot works. So when I have the knot out of it, this line runs parallel and then drops. But then when I add the knot here, it takes this and turns it into a line that elongates down the front. How did I not know that? So I've done that before. I've definitely tied these two ends together. But it still keeps it this way. This, guys, this is the trick right here. This looks like a Shefali move to me. Shefali, if you're watching this, let me know if this was you. So it creates that elongating line. But if I were to spin her around, this other side is mostly red. And I wonder if I could do the same thing here. Yeah, I kind of love this vest too, Lori. It's one of those ones where I'm like, how did I miss this? It's like super cool. So yeah, look, it did it again. So if I put a knot here, it makes this fall to the front and takes this border and really lets the border shine through the front of the piece, which doesn't happen when you tie it a different way. It's amazing to me that we still find new ways to wear these pieces. And sometimes it's just born out of necessity. Like, you'll just be, I know this happens to me, I'll be trying something on and I'll be like, oh, I really like this baby doll dress. And I really like how it looks with these pants. I just wish that maybe it was a little higher up on one side, and then I'll tie a knot and I'll be like, oh, that really worked. Guys, this is stunning. How is this still here? I think maybe I'm just in love with the red, the black, the blue, the teal. And I just feel like the red, again, the pants you did not know you need. I love how this works together. So that's it, friends. That is my fun little, it's Tuesday night and I'm just going to try on clothes. I will see you guys again on Friday. And what I'm going to focus on Friday is, you can't see what I just showed you, are these, because I don't think I got to this color last week. And the Torta, which I didn't get to, Viscascia, which I didn't get to, and the Allium is still down here, which makes me wonder if I got to Allium or not. I'll have to check. But yeah, so hope you had fun. This little impromptu Tuesday night thing that we do, for those of you who know. And I will see you guys Friday. Have a fabulous, oh, on Friday I'll tell you about my, remind me. I have an electric vehicle, and what I didn't realize is, oh, I did. Thank you so much for telling me. Right, because I brought these down to show you with the other purple. So I'll have to make sure I take those up. Yeah, so I have an electric car, and I knew I could get 200 kilometers on a full, like 100% charge. What I didn't take into consideration is that it was very windy and I was going against the wind. And I ended up somewhere north of Toronto in Nowheresville with like 13% charge and not a charger in sight. And I still hadn't figured out how to use the apps. It was interesting. It's a good story. The moral of the story is, if you have an electric car, you may use up more charge on a windy day. I didn't know that. Now I know. Now I know. And I had a gas vehicle. I just didn't take it because I'm like, I have my electric car. I'll find a charger. Such a mistake. Okay, guys. I'm so glad that you guys could join. I will see you on Friday. Have a fabulous evening, everyone. Bye.